What's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I want to talk about a lightweight champion, Rocky, Kansas, Rocco's Tazos. He was born April 21st, 1895 in Buffalo, New York. He died January 10th, 1954 in Buffalo, New York. He was 54 years of age at the time of his death. He stood 5 foot 2 inches and weighed 130 to 135 pounds. He had a total fight record of 171, 125 victories, 39 KOs, 27 losses, 13 draws with 6 no contests. He was champion from 1925 to 1926. He was a southpaw. He was managed by Dan Rogers. Now, winning the lightweight championship, he didn't get that title opportunity to 160 bouts in his career. Fascinating. But unfortunately for him, he would lose his championship 4 fights from winning the title. So in his 4th title defense, he would lose to Sammy Mendel after defeating Jimmy Goodwrench for the championship. He would fight great fighters such as George K.O. Cheney. George K.O. Cheney was a knockout artist. The Scotch Wop. Johnny Dundee. He was champion himself. Lou Tendler, southpaw, had his title shot against Benny Leonard. Willie Jackson, fascinating fighter. Richie Mitchell. Frankie Britt. Jimmy Goodwrench. Jimmy Duffy. And Teddy Myers, just to name a few. Now, he turned professional in 1911. He would have 11 fights that year. 1912, 12 fights that year. November 24th, he would lose in 3 rounds in 1911 to a fighter by the name of Jack Dexter in Buffalo, New York. A side note to his career, from 1911, when he turned professional, 1914, he would have 75 bouts. He would only lose 2, both to Hall of Famers and lightweight champions, Johnny Dundee, the Scotch Wop, and Johnny Kilbane. He would lose on newspaper decisions. Now let's take a quicker look at his career through his fight record. Rocky, Kansas was born April 21st, 1895 in Buffalo, New York, as you can see here. 1911. He would have knockouts over fighters such as Young Thomas, 3 rounds. Young Thomas again, 2 rounds. Young Green, 4 rounds. Willie O'Neill, 1 round. 1912, knockouts. Jack Joint, 1 round. Dick Clanley, 3 rounds. 1913, Stanley Cooley, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, no decision in 6 rounds. Now, as you can look down here, you have no decisions and knockouts with all the opponents you would face. June 2nd, Jack Dexter, Buffalo, New York. He would knock him out in 4 rounds. September 3rd, Frankie Boyle, Buffalo, New York. He would knock him out in 1 round. He would face Jack Dexter once again. November 2nd, Buffalo, New York. He would knock him out in 5 rounds. Now, in 1914, he would face Eddie Wallace. January 10th, Buffalo, New York. No decision in 10 rounds. February 24th, 1914, he would face Johnny Dundee, the Scotch Wop in Buffalo, New York. No decision in 10 rounds. 1915, Harry Boyle, January 11th, Buffalo, New York. No decision in 10 rounds. Look at his fighting career. Fascinating in 1915. Johnny Dundee, May 8th, Buffalo, New York. No decision, 10 rounds in 1915. He would face Ad Wargas, July 23rd, Buffalo, New York. No decision in 10 rounds. 1916, he would face Benny Leonard, one of the greatest lightweight champions of all time, February 28th, 1916. He would have no decision in 10 rounds with Benny Leonard. 1917, he would face Johnny Kilbane, Buffalo, New York. No decision in 10 rounds. That would be February 27th, 1917. April 20th, he would face Freddie Welch. These are all champions. Buffalo, New York. No decision in 10 rounds. May 29th, Johnny Dundee, Boston. He would lose to him in 12 rounds. George K.O. Cheney fought him twice in 1917. July 23rd and September 10th. Once in Buffalo and once in Philadelphia. No decision in 10 and no decision in 6. Willie Jackson, October 8th, 1917. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, no decision in 6 rounds. Lou Tendler, October 29th, all in 1 year, Philadelphia, 1917, no decision in 6 rounds. He would face Willie Jackson, 1918 twice, February 18th and March 11th, both in Buffalo, no decision, 10 rounds. Jimmy Duffy, these are all Hall of Fame fighters I'm naming here. May 3rd, 1918, Buffalo, New York, no decision in 10 rounds. Benny Volger, one of the greatest lightweights of all times, no decision, 6 rounds. November 9th, 1918, Philadelphia, he would face Benny Volger. This is a fascinating fighter. 1919, Lou Tendler, Frankie Bull, Benny Volger, Jimmy Duffy, Benny Volger, Eddie Kid Dorsey, Frankie Squall, Pete Hartley, Ralph Bradley, K.O. Mars, and Joe Chiplitz. Fascinating career this young man had. 1922, February 10th, Benny Leonard, New York City, would lose to him in 15 rounds, but he tried to fight for the lightweight championship of the world against Hall of Famer, one of the greatest lightweight champions of all times, Benny Leonard. The Ghetto Wizard. July 4th, Benny Leonard in Michigan. He was KO'd by Benny Leonard in 8 rounds for the lightweight championship of the world. But in 1925, December 7th, he would face Jimmy Goodwrench, Buffalo, New York, and he would defeat Jimmy Goodwrench, and he would win the lightweight championship of the world. He would become a champion. But in 1926, he would face Sammy Mandel, July 3rd, 1926, Chicago, Illinois. He would lose to him in 10 rounds and lose his lightweight championship of the world. Just in 4 fights. He would die January 10th, 1954 in Buffalo, New York. He was 54 years of age at the time of his death. Let's take a look at Frankie, Kansas, in the Police Gazette scrapbook. Here you have Sammy Mandel in Rocky, Kansas. Rocky, Kansas goes after Sammy Mandel's title, and he wants to become champion. The king is dead. Long live the king. Sammy Mandel becomes lightweight champion of the world. He would have a 10-round victory over Rocky, Kansas at Comiskey Park in Chicago, Illinois. Phil Collins was the referee. Now here you have Rocky, Kansas looking on as Sammy Mandel chases his championship. Sammy Mandel's to your left, and Rocky, Kansas is to your right. And Sammy Mandel's hand is raised as a new lightweight champion of the world. Another look at Sammy Mandel. The two men tangle up in the 6th round. Sammy Mandel is the new lightweight king. Rockford Sheik outpoints Rocky, Kansas. Veteran champion succumbs to speed of the youthful challenger in 10 rounds. Their bout fought in Chicago and the rain. cost Sammy some $14,000 and 10 rounds of sparring through this rainy afternoon of slippery canvas to acquire the title, so rich in tradition, from Rocky, Kansas of Buffalo. So Rocky, Kansas loses his championship to Sammy Mandel, but he would gain it from Jimmy Goodwrench. This is Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series, saying all great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. I just wanted to give you a quick look at Rocky, Kansas, the lightweight champion of the world. This has been a Scrapbook Boxing production. Thanks for checking in. Look out for my latest video. Salute to these great fighters. Salute to my subscribers. Salute to Rocky, Kansas.